Alright, hey guys, what is up? It is Bibzuda back here once again on the Outlast Trials, and we are going to be continuing part 1 of the 2024 Winter Kills event here on the Psychosurgery difficulty. We're on the second trial of the event, which is one of the brand new MK challenges, this one being Reunite the Family, so should be a fun time going through this one again. Bit of a unique experience here on the orphanage map, a little bit different from most of the other MKs that are on here. We are still up against the same variators, of course. The three ones for the event being Cold Snap, which of course means that every so often there will be a warning for temperature and you have to jump in a hiding spot in order to not take damage. Collect the gifts, which replaces the secondary poster objective with gifts scattered around the trial that you need to collect. Frost Mines, which replaces the Frost Mines, which replaces the Psychosis gas mines with mines that will cause cold, and that will do damage over time until you hide in a hiding spot. To top off those event variables, we have Increased Threat 2, Limited Hide Spots, and Psychosurgery, and I'm rocking my current standard setup of Stun, Obstruction, Smash, and Incognito. Let's jump into this one and see how we can do. And yeah, one thing I wanted to discuss or talk about a little bit during this one, as time allows, is the new lore stuff that was released. But do not forget, by the way, to smash the like button down below. I would greatly appreciate that. But yeah, there was a bunch of new lore notes that were added as a result of the update, as well as, and this is something I wasn't expecting and only just found out shortly before because I was looking around in my sleep room and reading the lore notes, I noticed you can listen to your radio again. So something they added kind of a long time ago was the ability to listen in to your radio to get, hear from Easterman. Kind of every time you completed the trial, you'd get either something from Easterman talking to you, or you could hear, you could have something from Barlow or Noakes, or I think Doris as well has some lines. So yeah, it was a pretty cool addition, but they didn't or haven't really added a whole ton of new stuff to those interactions in any updates recently, really. But what they've added this update is some lines from Amelia coming through your radio. So you'll get an exclamation in your cell for your radio, and if you go listen, Amelia will talk. I had 3 separate things to listen to. I don't know if there's more that I'm going to get later, but she basically talks about, like, she's trying to help us. Murkoff made a mistake. She was able to escape and get outside the trial environments, but she hasn't figured out how to get out of the facility yet. And she goes on with, like, there's no reason for you to trust me, could just be another Easterman mind game, and so on and so forth. I'm just opening this for one of my Winter Kills tasks. But yeah, and then that was like kind of the whole first message, and then she talks about how, like, you should see what's behind the walls. I think we're okay. Hopefully, get in. You should see what's behind the walls. We haven't seen the worst of this place, not by a long shot. Like, it's hell. There's cracks everywhere. But she's happy to. She says, like, if you're hearing me, the radio worked, and this is just the beginning. And then the third message was her talking about how she's pretty good with electronics. She's doing what she can. She was able to borrow a couple of the shuttle cars, which is what we saw in one of the video trailers. And oh, someone heard that. That's not good. Sorry, I'm kind of just talking about the lore and not really focusing on playing as much at the moment, if you can forgive me. But yeah, she said a lot of the place is automated and can cause a lot. She can cause a lot of trouble because of that. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if there's more that's going to be showing up when I complete additional trials, but I'll have to see. And then the additional lore notes. One thing that was interesting about them is that the one of the older lore note like collections had a new entry, or 2 new entries actually. It was the one that talks about the classification of the X-Pops, and previously it was missing the night vision guy, and the obviously the pitcher is a new enemy, but that's actually not what it's called in the lore note, which is interesting. I don't know if that's like a community made up name or they decided to change it in between now and whenever it was first, revealed or unveiled in the files or whatever. But yeah, the picture in their files is just called Molotov. But I'm probably going to continue calling it the picture just because that seems like, in my opinion, a better name for it. Especially because, I mean, in their files they do call the other guy the Pusher. That is his name in the internal Murkoff documents. And yeah, I'm just destroying the mines for again from Winter Kills tasks. Just want to make sure I'm working on those, because one thing I found out as well, I'll talk about the rest of the lore notes after this, but I actually did get an item from claiming one of my tasks, which it said you would when during Geister, but I wasn't. Whenever I was claiming tasks, I didn't get any items, so maybe I'd already had them or something, but whenever I claimed this enter a hiding spot 25 times task, I actually got this border that I'm using right now just because I wanted to show. So probably before each video, or each video of the Winter Kills trials, I'll go in and open up my tasks and see if I get any items. I think that could be kind of cool. But yeah, back to the lore notes discussion. There were also 2 new segments of lore notes added, which were pretty interesting to read as well. The first one was mainly talking about, oh shit, actually I need to throw some projectiles at you. One more projectile throw at the pitcher for a task. You only need to do 3. Oh, we have one. Oh, okay. Hopefully I can do this quick. There we go. Throw 3 projectiles at the pitcher enemy. Oh wait, it even says it here, the pitcher. So yeah, I wonder why the Murkoff internal document didn't call it that. It's strange for sure. I got the 5 batteries for the daily. Oops. Just gonna try and get away from him now. Find a bunch of evidence documents. Nice that we got a brick to destroy some more frost mines with. Speaking of which, yeah, sorry, I keep getting sidetracked, but basically there was one that talked about, or one that was like correspondence between. Damn it! I'm just not.
Give me hell if I break.
You can please forgive me for the subpar gameplay as I'm distracting myself with discussion about the lore notes and stuff. There's got to be another one over here, right? Or where does that other wire go? Oh, it goes outside. Maybe there's... Oh, these freaking wires going in the most ridiculous places is pretty annoying. It's not annoying, it's just like hard to find where you need to go. Anyway, there was one where they were talking about potential co-conspirators or other things about Amelia, because they looked into the logs of their in the archives to see if her name was mentioned anywhere, and they did find her being talked about once, and she did bring up the person who was talking about Amelia brought up in that interview the name Moses, which is kind of interesting because the person who I believe is one who designed and built the facility, or was the lead person who did that sort of thing, his name is Moses. That's Scarfiotti, I think is how you would say that name. So that's potentially an interesting thing if Amelia is working with someone on the inside in that regard, or has some sort of internal knowledge as a result of talking to that guy or something like that. So that's a potential. And then the other part talked a little bit about how Clyde Perry got involved in the situation and was helping to investigate, and how he talked to Doris, I believe is her name, right? Yeah, Doris, the person who sells the amps. And she told him, after some coercing of some sort, about Amelia looking for her boyfriend, I guess it's meant to be, or it's not 100% totally clear. Oh god, we're back here. I thought I was following this to the panel, man. I keep freaking messing this up. So where's the wire branch off of from in there then? Because, well, didn't it? No. I'm trolling, man. Jesus. Yeah, like where's... Oh, is it just in here? Ah, I'm an idiot. I went through that door because I thought it continued on there. Yeah, I talked about how... And this was something we already had known from reading... If you read the comic thing that they... The new comic that they released. Talking about Amelia before the update. It talked about how she was looking for, I think Damon Green is his name. And he ended up getting, you know, interviewed, I guess you would say, by Clyde Perry, and Clyde Perry killed him in that interview while trying to... he said it was to try and flush Amelia out, but, you know, who knows if that's even true. He just seemed like he was killing him for fun almost. Clyde Perry, kind of a crazy guy. He was previously the guy who would investigate reagents on the outside world and see how they're getting on, as well as he helped look for prime assets, but he got absolutely mauled by, I think, Franco, and was not able to continue his working in the field. So he's now at the facility and trying to get a handle on things. Like, he's really upset about the fact that what we know in the game as the evidence documents are you know, scattered around the trials. There's internal information that's reagents are able to access, and I can't actually go this way. I forgot because of the kitchen button. That's no good. So yeah, he's not very very well liked by Easterman, I don't think, but Bradley seems to think he's useful and is definitely more in his camp or supports his methods, I guess you could say. But yeah, anyway, something interesting, like the main newish thing that I thought was interesting that was brought up in the newest lore notes was this talk of this lady named Henrietta, who was apparently that's fortunate. Apparently an older, an ex-pop from back about a year prior to the current events that are taking place, I think you would say. Who, and I didn't actually look at my keys, I just have to hop over to the library, or the lobby quick and check that. But, yeah, I think she was someone who was around in the trials about a year prior to the currently transpiring events with Amelia. And she, Bunny Crown. She was she got romantically involved with Doris, actually, and that resulted in them trying, you know, because she, as a result of that, she wasn't participating in the trials as much, I guess, so they increased her therapy, or whatever they call it, to make her kind of start losing it or whatever. It wasn't perfectly clear what exactly was meant by what they did, but it didn't result in good things for her, that is certain, as she ended up getting absolutely wrecked in a trial, apparently, and sustained what they called lethal injuries. But then they say she was dropped off in a biohazard or a waste, I think biological waste disposal shuttle or something like that. And it's specifically said in there with no chance of survival in there or something. So that's just kind of interesting because it doesn't sound like it was 100% confirmed that she was like completely gonzo or what happened. And that's also what seemed like happened to Damon Green. That's what seemingly he got dropped off in one of those shuttles as well. And then he ended up somewhere where Amelia then found his body. So it's possible that this Henrietta person comes into play. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention the part where before she got dropped into the waste disposal, she was actually turned into one of the giant X-Pops, but she was like not compatible with the trials for whatever reason. She didn't take well to the prime assets, it was said, and potentially, you know, she wasn't working out, so then they got rid of her. But she would have ended up being one of the giants So that's kind of interesting that maybe she ended up, you know, down there and was, you know, maybe she didn't actually die. And she's going to come into play later at some point. Possibly not the case. Maybe we should check back here for the crown. But that I thought was kind of interesting because I don't think she'd been mentioned before. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing if they have any additional stuff coming through the radio. I'll double check the lore notes just to be sure I didn't forget anything before, and I'll talk about it in the next trial if I did. But overall, it's definitely a cool storyline, and I wonder how long we're gonna need to wait before the next development, I guess is what I would wonder. And this part seems like pretty tough if Gooseberry just perma-camps this area. Not a very big area. Oh, this isn't good. This is actually really bad. I didn't hit her. Oh god, I'm gonna take damage. No, no, no. Oh, it's closed. Yeah. It's kind of toast, isn't it? I don't know how if that each one of those counts as a separate instance of damage, but if it does, I'll just be completely screwed. But we'll see. We'll destroy another frost mine. Why not? I really like the animation on those. It's quite good. I know I've said that already, but it looks nice. Of course, I used my rig, so you're not in good shape as far as messing around with Gooseberry. Is she gone? No, she's not. Grab this gift. Okay, so now what exactly should we do here? I don't know. I mean, I could just lure her out here and stun her on a normal basis, I guess, but without my rig, I'm not totally sure what I should do to try and get myself in a position to be able to get the key. So it doesn't seem like she roams very far in that area. We do almost have our rig back, so... Oh, shit.
Get back here, you silly goose!
I think this is worth just running straight. I feel like she might get into it. It sucks. I don't have time to wait, though. I could be kind of fucked here, in all honesty. Oh yeah, I'm pretty toast, literally. I think we can just go to the left here, and there should be hopefully somewhere. Just, yeah, I guess I gotta go back to this. I saw this, but I was a little scared that he would come check it. Okay, looks like we might be alright. Yeah, apologies for the subpar gameplay again in this one. I'm definitely not quite locked in. Just kind of too busy talking about lore and not focusing on the trial. Is that guy gonna come back this way? Of course, yes. He is gonna come back this way, right at the worst possible timing. Did he not? Oh my god, I didn't even do the other frickin' things, dude. I'm such a dumbass. These ones we have to go out by the chapel, right? Is that the factual situation? Oh nice, more bricks. Maybe we can get some more mine destruction. Is that one there? Yep, I do see one blinking in the distance. 25 is kind of a large amount of needing to do these. But I definitely want to get all the tasks done, because usually, or at least, wow, why is that so bright? If it's like Geister, there will be a reward for completing the second part of the tasks that I don't have, so definitely want to try and focus on getting them done. Because in Geister as well, the one of the last set of tasks had you need to like do 15 trials or something like that, so I had to just grind a bit outside of the normal completion. Just I'm fine with. It was just like I could have made progress towards it during my videos at the same time. That made a weird sound, didn't it? Everything's blocked off. Here we go. Yeah, kind of just a yapping yap fest on this trial. Yeah, I was definitely surprised to hear Amelia's voice come out of the radio in my cell. I was kind of expecting it to be like Easterman talking about how we need to not like listen to things like her if she were to contact us, like him trying to do some preventative. But I mean, from reading the lore notes, it definitely seems like Easterman is starting to lose it for sure. He's paranoid now about Moses potentially working against him, and just in general, he's definitely starting to deteriorate in the mental department, it seems. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out as well. There's all kinds of stuff, and you know, I'm just gonna use this because I don't think I'm gonna be waiting long enough for it to cool down on its own. Watch out for the jumper there. And yeah, we should be able to finally head out now that I actually opened the gate to the keyhole. Let's just hope we don't run into anybody here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And there we go. We destroyed 25 mines, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. I see that guy. I'm kind of in a horrible spot either way. He'll see us through the window. What? Oh, fuck!
Daddy! That man knocked me down!
I did not knock you down, but it would have been nice if I did. Oh, I already used the key. Okay, reunite the family here. Very touching moment. And we're out of here. Oh shit. What? Oh, I had my rig out? I thought I had a brick in my hand. I was like, what? Why did that trap explode? But I guess I'm an idiot. Oh god. I think we're good. I don't think we need to hide. Yeah. We're good. Close, though. Okay, we still got the A+. That must mean it didn't count for separate instances of damage. A+, 22 minutes, 14 seconds. Really slow. Reunite the family. Winter kills psychosurgery here. Hope you can forgive me for being distracted. But yeah, we took 2 damage. But again, not the end of the world. And at the beginning of the next video, I will definitely be showing me looting the tasks, because I'm curious to see what I get. Or actually, maybe I'll just do it at the end of the video, so that kind of makes more sense, doesn't it? So I'll just do it right now when I load in, because you can do it. You don't have to go through the debrief process to be able to access the menu and do things like that. Oh, the dailies just reset, I guess, so I got some stuff. But let's see. So we got 25 mines destroyed, and as you can see, if we wait long enough, still hate this system, but you have this item that shows up. So if I claim, yes, I did. I got another frame. Okay, so I'm glad they actually are correct in telling you that you'll get an item. Another frame. Seems like maybe it'll all be frames from the tasks. I don't know. Let's see one more time. Yeah, it's still there. And we got yet another frame. So it seems like there's going to be a lot of frames available, especially if these are all frames. But we've got quite a few more to go. I'll have to like purposely bash locked doors. That's kind of an annoying one. And then collect more gifts and stuff. But we're making our progress here. I can get my pants now to go with the outfit I've been wearing. I kind of dig this outfit. It's pretty cool. But I'm pretty dang close to being done with the catalog. So that'll be nice to just have out of the way. And yeah. Either way, I will see you guys for the next trial, which will be to face the Futtermans.